Hello there, I'm Yvonne DeSellis coming to you today on my Y Energy channel. I wanted to say hello. Also to say if you are new to my channel, hello there, it's very nice to meet you and I really hope you will be back. If you are a subscriber, as I always say, I love you guys because you put me on the map. My channel got monetized about 3 months ago and it's been really good since. So thank you very much. I really need to supplement my income. So the more people who watch this video, the better. Thank you once again for your help and getting me on the map on YouTube. But anyway, all that said, this video is about how to do rotations for people who suffer from body pains. I'm one of those sufferers. I have multiple sclerosis. I also have fibromyalgia. I was asked recently what my accreditations were or why I act like I know what I'm doing. I don't, it's not an act. I'm just showing people things that work for me. But also I am a gerontologist. I got a degree from UMass Boston in December of 2012. And I am also a licensed energy healer and Reiki practitioner. So all that said, I really hope this will be helpful. Also, one thing I'm trying right now, if you see me taking sips from this, that's a collagen peptide extract drink. I've been doing it for about a month now. When I first started, I thought it tasted absolutely disgusting. I started with Skinny Fit, and I'm still actually drinking that now. That said, I'm going to take a sip pretty soon. The flavor of this one is... oh Lord, I'm spacing on it right now. It's mango peach, which I thought sounded like it would be way too sweet and kind of disgusting. It's actually not. The flavor is very mild. It covers up other flavors underneath. I guess collagen extract has bovine and chicken and fish ingredients mixed into it. It's not very tasty, but I've gotten used to it and I've been using it for about a month now, and I've got to say, I haven't noticed a difference in many other areas, but I have arthritis and the pain in my knees lately has been horrible. Since I've been using this, it's been about a month. I haven't had to put any medication on my knees. I was using Voltaren to help with the pain. I didn't even really think about it, but I stopped using the Voltaren when I started drinking the collagen, and I haven't needed it since. My right knee's in a little bit of pain just because I had a bad fall in the parking lot across the street from where I live in the middle of a horrible rainfall. I think I just missed a dip in the parking lot and I ended up falling and landing on my right knee. So I have a little bit of pain there, but all things considered, it really hasn't been bad at all. And I think it's because of the collagen. I think it's been helping me with my pain. So I'll keep everybody posted on how I'm doing with this, but I'm very impressed with it so far. Anyway, that said, I want to get into some rotations. I did shoot this video earlier today, and I reviewed the video, and the visual was no good, and the audio cut off completely. So I'm doing this one more time, but I will at some point shoot this again in a different location just so that I can show you everything more easily that I'm going to be able to do here. But I'm going to just start off for now. I learned these rotations in a couple of Tai Chi courses that I took that were for people with fibromyalgia. I find these moves very helpful in keeping the range of motion up. These are good exercises. You can do them every day. You can do many of them sitting. Some of them you might have to stand for. I'm going to stand for a couple. But I'm going to show you as many as I can sitting down just so that I can see what's going on. The other thing I wanted to mention with my camera, with my phone when I do videos, I try to use the back camera, but the problem with the back camera is it's hard for me when I film downstairs to make eye contact in the beginning and in the end of the video. I can cut one out, but I have to leave the other in. So no matter what I do, there's going to be a section of dead video space, which I know isn't great, which is why I may continue to use the front camera just so that I can know exactly where it's looking and everything so that we can make full eye contact. I hope that's not a problem for anyone. Let me know if it is. And anyway, I'm going to get into the exercises now. I'm going to start up top and work my way down. So the very first rotation is neck rotations. The most common one I've seen is the one where you rotate clockwise and counterclockwise, and you roll your head as far as you can in both directions, and then you switch the rotations. The only problem with this move, and I'm actually feeling it right now myself, if you've got pains in your neck, that can be a very hard one to do. I'm actually feeling it today. It's very humid and the body pains are just out of control today. So what I find to be a much easier neck rotation is to just very slowly turn your head from side to side as far as you can, and then turn to the other side. And I know because this camera's a mirror image, it looks right now like I'm looking to my left. I'm not. I'm looking to my right. And I'm only explaining that because the next time I go to the right, one thing you can do if you're moving your head is you can use your finger to just very gently nudge your head a little bit further. I only do this when I turn to the right side, and the reason for that is because one of my Tai Chi instructors had mentioned that as we age, we all, despite what hand you use, if you're left-handed or right-handed, it doesn't matter. According to him, we all start to lose our range of motion looking to the right side. So again, when I do the range of motion exercises, I do find that I can't turn my head as far to the right. So I just try to help myself along. I just try to help my head along, and I just push very gently. Not hard at all, just a little teeny bit. And then I just go back and turn to the other side. And I would say do each of these rotations, I'd say 8 to 10 times maximum on each side should be sufficient. So those are the neck rotations. I'm going to work my way back down now. Shoulder rotations, there's 2 different ones you can do. One is you just sway your arms in front. I'm going to stand up just so you can see what I'm doing here. Just sway your arms back and forth. That's one thing that you can do. That's a really easy one. You can lean forward a little bit if that gives you more range of motion. You can do full circles if you want. I don't recommend that though. I just recommend lean forward a little and just let your arms sway front and back. Another one that's really helpful to do, and I'm hoping I can get as much in frame as possible. I'm kind of limited on space here, but I'm going to try. Don't mind all of the stuffed animals in the background, by the way, if you can see them. You want to lean forward a little and put one leg in front of the other, and this is actually why I need to get to a room where there's more space, because I actually can't show you what I'm doing with my legs here. There's unfortunately not enough room, but you put one leg in front and bend it and hold onto something. Stand at a 90-degree angle, move your front leg forward, and just let your arms sway naturally as you go forward and backward. You don't want to actually sway your arm, just let it sway naturally as you move back and forth. And you want to do the same thing with the other arm. And I apologize again that I don't have the full camera move here to show you, or that I don't have the capacity to go back far enough to show you that move. As I said, I will film this again in a place where I can do that more easily. But that's shoulders. Next one is wrists. You can have your arms out to the sides this way or have them in front. For our purposes, I'm going to show you this way. Just bring your hands down, rotate up, down, rotate up, hands down, up, down. And again, just do this for about 10 rotations. Up and down, just do it very slowly. Don't go super fast or anything, just go slowly. Keep it as comfortable as you can. And just do the rotations as many times as you can. I'd say, no more than 10. I do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's up to you how many times you want to count one rotation. I start off with this, and then go back. And again, just slowly rotate. Up, down, around, down. So that's a good one for the wrists. For the elbows, just put your arms in front and bend. And then slowly rotate your lower arms. Don't punch yourself in the face, obviously, but just bring your hands close, brush your chin, and then just keep rotating in that direction. I'm realizing I'm not going to have the camera space available to show you some of these next ones. I'm really hoping you can see this as well as possible. And please pardon the background right now, but I'm just trying to get as much of this into view as I can. I have to move things around just a little bit. I'm really hoping you can see this next one, but again, please don't mind all the camera adjustments and the backlight and all of that. I just want to show you the knee rotations, which there are two different versions of this one. One is you can keep your knees together and just do some rotations clockwise, and then you can go counterclockwise. And also, when you're done with doing counterclockwise or clockwise, it's up to you, by the way. I don't typically do this one with knees together, although sometimes if I'm having bad knee pains, sometimes this is more helpful. But the one that I prefer is to keep my legs at a wider stance. Once again, hand on the knees, and then rotate inwards. So knees towards each other for, again, about 8 to 10 times. And then when you're done with that, you go into the other direction. And also, I'm just going to show you hip rotations. Sorry for the lack of eye contact, but I just want to show you hip rotations. Hip rotations, I've seen a lot of people do the hula hoop rotations. And as with the neck one, I know a lot of people who have trouble with this. So another one you can do is just bring your hands down and just turn from side to side. Very slow and easy. There shouldn't be much pain. Just let your arms sway as you turn from side to side. And once again, I'd say maybe both sides about 10 times should be sufficient. Don't do it super fast. Just go nice and slow. Take it slow. Have a nice, good, full range of motion going both ways. And for this last one, I'm actually going to sit back down because I'm once again not in a spot where I can show you this one too easily. But the very last one is ankles. And I actually have to lift up a leg to show you this one because I don't have space in here for this one. So sorry again. But again, don't mind the stuffed animals in the distance. But with each foot, you're just rotating your foot. So right now this is getting rotated counterclockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm going to go in the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I would say do that with each foot. My recommendation for people who have balance issues, if you want to do that seated, that's the best way to do that one, to sit there and do both feet in the different directions. Or if you're standing, just lean on a wall or a chair or table. If the chair's on wheels, don't use that. You want to make sure you're holding on to a surface that's good. You can have someone spot you, or again, you can hold on to a wall or to a table and just do each foot very slowly once again, but just do the rotations clockwise and counterclockwise. Anyway, I believe that's all the rotations that I can think of for now. I'm hoping I haven't forgotten anything, but I believe that's everything. So I hope that was helpful for you. If it was, and you know anyone else who could help, please share it with them. I will be back here as soon as I can't talk straight, as soon as I possibly can. I also apologize for not doing a live here for a little while. There doesn't really seem to be much of a demand for it. But if I hear from any of my viewers that they want a YouTube live, I will do one. I can also do a YouTube live meeting to accommodate you. So if you want to meet with me directly, let me know. You can go to my website, which is YDC Designs. Y as in Yahoo, D as in David, C as in cat. And again, that's ydcdesigns.org. You can contact me there and we can schedule a live meetup. And I believe that's it for now. So once again, thank you so much for your time. Peace and light. Namaste. Please leave any comments you want down below. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you wish. And I guess that's it for now. I've kind of gone into babble mode, so I'm going to shut up for the sake of our time. But I did want to thank you once again for your time. I'm sending Reiki energy your way right now. Cheers. Peace and light once again. Bye-bye. Cheers.